Hey guys, it's Derek and welcome to my channel. This is my very first in-car video and I'm totally excited by this. This is being filmed on the Insta360 Go 3. It's the latest camera from Insta360, which is a tiny little thing which comes with this suction mount which I've got on the windshield right now, and I'm able to be in a position where I can talk to you in the car. And I'm so excited because I've never had the opportunity to do this before. I've never mounted a camera in the car before. Hopefully I can bring you some cool videos as time progresses, but I just thought I'd come on here today and just talk to you about some of the stuff that I've been saying in my previous videos. And a lot of you guys who've been subscribed to my channel have been listening to how I've been trying to give you a little bit of inspiration and talk to you about how life is something that only happens once, and if we spend a lot of time dwelling, if we spend a lot of time complaining, if we spend a lot of time being negative and miserable and thinking everything's the worst and dreading everything and worrying about everything and not really focusing on what is really important, we miss out on the important things of life, and eventually time runs out. Sooner or later we get to the point where life gets too difficult, we get older, we get sick potentially, circumstances change, and we're no longer able to pursue or enjoy the stuff that we've always wanted to do, and that ends up in a whole heap of regret, which is the one thing that we don't want to do, is to end up with a whole bunch of regret and something that we're going to wish that we'd done something earlier, we're going to wish that we had tried this, we're going to wish that we'd been there, we wish that we tasted this stuff, we wish that we spoke to this person, we wish that we tried to pursue this side hustle, we wish that we wrote some music that we've always wanted to write, or wrote a book that we've always wanted to write, that kind of stuff. And it's like, it's really important that we keep reminding ourselves that life is what we make of it, and nobody's going to knock on the door, tap on your window and tell you how to do something or give you the opportunity unless you're actively seeking it out. That's what I want to say. And yes, it all sounds really easy on video or on paper, that you should do this and be positive, be optimistic, don't let things get you down, don't sweat the small stuff, all that kind of stuff. But in reality it can be really difficult. It's like that we all have some sort of a fear of unknown, of uncertainty, not knowing that we are making the right decision. But if you just sit here and dwell, if you sit here and not make any decision at all, you're definitely making the wrong decision. So there's only really like one decision to make, and that decision is to try and see what happens. If it works, that's awesome. If it doesn't, it just means you've learned something. It just means that it wasn't the right move. It may have been the wrong time, and it may have been the wrong strategy, it may have been something that you just discovered is not actually what you want. By trying, you learn, you experience, you experiment, and ultimately the more times you try and the more times you hit on stuff that you ultimately figure out isn't what you want, isn't what makes you happy, that's when the magic happens. That's when you discover what actually does mean something to you. Because how do you know that earning $1 million and being like the best at being a doctor is actually what you want until you've tried it? How do you know that your life isn't going to be happier if you earn much less money, but you get to spend time with your family, you get to spend time with yourself, and you get to actually do the stuff that you actually want to do, rather than do something that you feel like you have to do because society tells you to, because your family tells you to, because your mom tells you to, and all these expectations, which all it does is puts unnecessary and unreasonable pressure on you to do stuff that wasn't your passion in the first place. Life only happens once. When you get to old age and you look back, and one of the things is that you're going to regret not having done the stuff that you didn't do, and you're going to not think about the fact that you wish you would have worked harder, you wish you would have worked more, you wish you had earned that extra $100,000, because when you're tallying it up at the end, none of that stuff matters. And the only thing that matters is you lived a happy life, you lived a life where you were able to contribute, you were able to actually make this planet a better place. And yes, I am not the perfect exponent of everything I said. A lot of people have come up to me and said, yeah, you don't practice what you preach. Well, at least I'm trying, because it's not easy. And if I had all the solutions, if I had all the answers in life, I wouldn't necessarily be in the position that I am either. And we are not in a position where we have the right, or that we have the ability, in fact, because nobody's perfect. We don't have the ability to judge anyone else. And we're all just running our own race, living our own life, trying to do the best that we can for ourselves and for the people we care about. To all the people who said, you suck because I've seen you do the exact opposite to what you advise in your videos, well, I'm sorry, but that's just me. That's just natural. That's just something that happens. Like, I don't intentionally try to contradict myself. I'm not a hypocrite. I'm saying stuff that I'm trying to learn myself too. I'm trying to teach myself stuff that makes me a better person, but it doesn't always work out. And those of you who understand that will fully get the fact that we're all trying out here and none of us are perfect, and that we're just doing the best given the circumstances we've got. No one can judge others because we don't know what's in the background, what's inside our own four walls at home. Just because someone looks happy doesn't mean that they've got lots of struggles at home. And you know, there could be problems with family, there could be illness in the family, there could be relationship problems, there could be financial, there could be career problems, and you just don't know. People sometimes are good at just maintaining or showing a brave face even in the face of adversity, and there are people who walk around miserable as fuck, and you don't get to judge what they're feeling either. And you don't get to judge the fact that I don't understand why he's so pissed off because he's got like so much money, drives a flashy car and has a big house. You just don't understand what could also be happening in the background in that situation. So let's all just reset, let's all take a breather, let's do the best we can, let's stop judging others, let's not have unreasonable expectations of ourselves, and let's just get on with it. Let's stop whinging, let's stop looking backwards, let's stop trying to predict the future, let's live for the moment. And as the Mandalorian says, this is the way. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you in another episode, and you guys have a great day. You do what you think is right. You go out there and live your best life, and I'll catch you again next time. See ya.